Jesus Christ saving lives in Venezuela earthquakes? Is that the title of this live stream? Is it possible that Jesus Christ saved lives in the Venezuela earthquakes? I don't know. Let's analyze this title, this topic. Jesus Christ saving lives in Venezuela earthquakes. Let's find out. So I'm gonna do a little presentation about what normally people, I don't know if you ever heard someone, a believer in God, saying someone was rescued or saved thanks to God or Jesus. What exactly are they talking about? Could they be lying? Could they be mistaken? Could they be confused, wishful thinking, or probably correct? I'm gonna check real quick my volume on the live stream. That's good. And Discord is up and running for anybody after the presentation that would like to have a conversation with me. There's a Discord at the bottom of the screen, a Discord link, excuse me, and a Discord link on the chat that you can click on it and you can talk to me on the live stream. You can ask me questions. You can tell me, have you ever, you're wrong about this, or I disagree with you on this and that, and we can have a conversation. Personal attacks is not necessary. I don't know what they're good for or what they're trying to do. If you want to go that way, it could go back and forth. So let's jump into this presentation. Jesus Christ saving lives in Venezuela earthquakes. So the question will be, how many lives were saved by Jesus Christ and how many lives were saved by people after the Venezuelan earthquakes? Who in the world would ask this question? And what for? Clear waters, musky waters, stinky waters. What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to do by asking these questions? You want people to start thinking and asking themselves questions? What are you trying to accomplish here? You want to ruin people's lives and beliefs and their emotional stabilities by asking these questions? Are you thinking these things maybe because you know where this is going? You suspect that, huh? So, yeah, I think that's a fair question. How many lives were saved by Jesus Christ and how many lives were saved by people after the Venezuelan earthquakes? So let's analyze this. So saved by people, according to the figures compiled by the Venezuelan government, which I don't believe anything they say, opposition sources, maybe, UNICEF and NASA, more than 6,400 people has been rescued. Even if this number of people is completely made up, make it 100 people. I don't think it matters much. But according to these sources, apparently they agree at the moment of the publication, there were 6,400 estimated people rescued or saved by people. How do we know that? There's evidence. There's the identifiable agents, documented operations, physical actions, survivors, and rescue records. There's a lot of video. People getting saved. So, very easily to provide evidence of people being saved by other people. Now, let's analyze the side of Jesus Christ, the most powerful being in the universe. Saved by Jesus. No reliable information, records, or evidence found that Jesus Christ saved anyone after the Venezuelan earthquakes. Wow, what a surprise. Something must be wrong. I don't think anything is wrong here. I don't think there's anything documented, evidence of any source that can prove that Jesus Christ saved anyone in these earthquakes. Sorry. I know, believer, you're like, man, call your friends, man, what's going on? This stinky water, guys, is throwing dirt at our Lord and Savior. That didn't save anyone on the Venezuelan earthquakes. So, what are my observations in regards to this question and this information? One, I can conclude that people save people. Number two, in times of catastrophe, God or Jesus are nowhere to be found. Probably hiding behind a cloud or something. You're like, man. Number three, a tough one. An opportunity for Jesus and God to demonstrate in these times that they are real and loving, but no clear observable demonstration. People, however, demonstrate love by risking their lives to save other people. Wow. Yep. I know if you're a believer in this God from Israel, from a foreign country, you are like, man, we are in emergency mode. This stinky waters guy always pointing these things out, finding flaws with our Lord and Savior. What can we do? Should we attack the host? Maybe discredit him? So, those are my observations. And of course, the main message from me, my humble message to anybody that is listening is, people were there at the Venezuelan earthquakes. People took risks. People rescued people. And people saved lives. Jesus didn't show up. Jesus didn't prove he's real. Jesus didn't prove his power. And Jesus didn't demonstrably save anyone. Yet, for some believers, Jesus gets the credit. Wow. So, let me show you. Some of the images don't know if the music is too loud. There's some music on the background. These are some of the images of people saving people. Please, for believers in invisible entities, let me know if you're able to see Jesus anywhere in these images. These are people recovering dead bodies, helping other people, saving people, saving animals, risking their lives, being loving to other people. So, no Jesus, no God anywhere in these people saving other people. I know, as a believer in God, yourself, this is problematic. Extremely problematic. People are starting to understand that this God of the Bible might be made up. Wherever this God is needed, nowhere to be found. Believing in God is a problem for humanity. It keeps us stuck in time. And of course, in situations like this, the people that should be getting the credit for risking their lives in order to save a fellow human being is given to an invisible entity from a foreign country. How disconnected from reality do you have to be saying things like, oh, thanks God, these people were saved, and not thinking the people that risk their life to save other people? There's a group of rescuers called the Mexican Topas. I find out today that these people are not giving money by anybody in particular. They don't want to be attached to any boss. They want to go to any place, any country without having attachments. Wow. So they only accept, apparently, indirect money to their families and not to them. Wow. So, I find it interesting that a believer in this most likely made up God, instead of trying to find God and Jesus and proof of God of Jesus and Jesus, evidence for them in this type of situations and catastrophe, they say, no, Javier, you don't understand. My evidence is in the 500 witnesses of thousands of years ago that they are already dead and we cannot ask them questions. So that's my evidence that Jesus was real and he was powerful and loving and he's God. So no Jesus saving and rescuing people here? No. I only believe in what other people tell me, especially from thousands of years ago through a book. That's my evidence that Jesus is powerful and loving. Wow. Believing in God is a problem for humanity. Sometimes I contemplate that believing in God could be a mental health problem. I think this probably, lots of people think about that and they keep it quiet. They're like, man, I don't want to offend anyone. But this guy that just talked to me, telling me about this God of Israel that is going to punish man, this God lost his goddamn mind. What's wrong with people? But I'm not going to say anything to him. I'm just going to be respectful and tell him, no, thank you, no, thank you. But the Lord is going to judge you. No, thank you, sir. I gotta go. This could be a mental health problem, probably a mental, emotional health problem. I think that when people are telling you over and over, I think you're involved in a scam, in a cult. Maybe the God is not real, and people are telling this over and over, and you're like, nope, I believe in the 500 witnesses. Something could be wrong. Sadly. Sadly, sadly. So that is my presentation. And in case you're arriving late to the live stream, there's no Jesus saving anybody. We only see in videos, images, people talking about people saving people. No God involved, no God rescuing anybody. The God never showed up. People loving people, risking their lives in order to save other people. And of course, there's always going to be the nut that is going to say crazy things. Like people, when they died, they must have been wicked. They didn't have enough faith. They disobeyed God. God had a reason. It was God's will. They're going to be with God, and so and so and so. Lost their goddamn mind. Then when people survive, they say God saved them. Jesus protect them. It was a miracle from God. Nope. Cuckoo in the head, crazy, out of touch, reality distorted. We gotta talk about these things. Some people tell me, Javier, why do you don't get in debates? I engage in debates. I can do it. I'm not gonna play the game and trying to get into some tactics that have no end. Probably again get someone tired of the mind, going around and getting dizzy and you know what did you say? What was that? Playing mind games. I'm aware of that happening on debate, so I'm not interested. Just show me the proof, show me the evidence, and that's it. I'll leave you alone. You don't have no evidence? Don't come to me trying to sound smart and sophisticated. No need to do that. So that's my little presentation about Jesus Christ not showing up to save anyone in the Venezuelan earthquakes. Now let's jump into the chats to see if anybody wants to ask me a question, wants to push back on any of this information, or wants to present some evidence that God, Jesus, rescue anybody or save anybody in this very sad earthquakes. And of course, we can also take it to the Colombia earthquakes. Very sad. So welcome everybody to the live stream. Can't speak, welcome. Professor Hissel, welcome. Romans 1, welcome to the live stream. Romans 1 writes, Waters is going to get much worse. This is just the beginning. Wait until the final plagues fall. I wonder how you'll fare with a 66-pound hailstone hits you. Romans 1 also writes, all evil and death is the doing of Satan. Romans 1, there's a great possibility that you, for some emotional reason, allow yourself to be persuaded to believe these absolutely crazy stories about spirits, demons, punishments, fires, getting people on fire for eternity, making people suffer, being involved in spiritual wars. What went wrong with you, Romans 1? What is going on in your life that you gave away your conscience to some invisible entity from a foreign country? What's wrong? Romans 1 is all crazy till it happens. Romans 1 We don't have to wait. You sound crazy already. So I wonder why you're seeing these things and you're hoping that negative things happen so you can be proven correct. You could be just maybe losing it, Romans 1. Maybe you're spending too much time in this witchcraft because you have not found out that you're involved in witchcraft. Remember, blood sacrifices, that only happens in witchcraft and Christianity. Maybe they're the same thing. There are punishments in witchcraft, Christianity also. Maybe they are the same thing. There are spirits and demons in witchcraft. Same thing with Christianity. You can be involved in witchcraft and you don't even know it. But people are telling you, you are in witchcraft. You like your witchcraft. This is not good for you, Romans 1. People are telling you it's better to be honest, transparent, ask questions, understand, and have some decency for yourself, your family, and other fellow human beings. It's about time. You're not 10 years old, 15 years old. You're a grown-up man. Come on. Out of Babylon, welcome to the live stream. I saw that video today, quite interesting. Out of Babylon, thank you so much for giving me the link. I didn't know any of these things. I was waiting for a little bit more information, like what conclusion can we come up with by all these buildings being destroyed. You know, probably there were other technological tools or stuff that was used to create these buildings, but it's a little bit to ask questions, you know, but there's gotta be more. There's gotta be more to that. Thank you so much, Out of Babylon, for giving me the link. That's very nice of you. Out of Babylon writes, Jesus isn't a literal character. When people help other people in love, Christ is there like an any other time when two or three come together in agreement. I don't know about that, Out of Babylon. I don't think there's value for humanity in thinking that by getting two and three people together, Christ is there. What is the point? What for? What is the advantage for humanity by thinking that way? Tartoffel, welcome to the live stream. Like Javier? Like me? Or like Javier? Romans 1 writes, how can you believe in demons but not God who created angels? Forget about the demons, Romans 1. Forget about the gods and the spirits for one moment in your life. I'm talking about you as a human being. Can you talk for yourself and stop talking about witchcraft for one moment in your life? Romans 1, you know, I appreciate you. Don't take it personally, okay? Romans 1 also writes, older I get, the more I understand the great controversy. Romans 1, whatever tickles your pickle, my friend. You're an adult and you can choose your wins and your losses. If you want to keep choosing a loss, that's up to you, my friend. There's nothing of value by doing this. Probably a personal value. There's value for you or for no one else. Professor Hazel writes, I think he was being facetious about the demons. Man, Professor Hazel, you're forcing me to look up this word, facetious. Facetious is an adjective meaning treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor or saying things not meant to be taken seriously. Absolutely correct, Professor Hazel. Thank you. Yes. My purpose is not to try to offend Romans 1. I'm just trying to say something, to bring awareness to something by a little bit of a joke, you know. Tell me, Romans 1, how was your day today? No witchcraft. How was your day, my friend? Or anything else that you want to talk about. Don't continue talking about punishments and plagues and fire and cut the witchcraft just for 5 minutes, man. It's gonna do you good. Out of Babylon writes, again, it's only us. God is love, and when you're operating in love, He is there. Out of Babylon. Dragon Karaxi, man, where you been, man? You're missing the live streams. I remember you very clearly. Hope everything is well, man. NFL music. How is the Demons Attack going? How's the Demon Entertainment going? Have you given money yet? Paying for the Demon Entertainment? Tartoffel writes, ask the people who were rescued out of these earthquakes. Not Javier, who was not there. Who hasn't interviewed anyone who was rescued from these earthquakes? Tartoffel, if someone wants to do that, please let me know, okay? In the meantime, I'll keep the evidence that I have, the videos, the people giving interviews, the studies, and everything that is out there right now, that you can do it right now at this moment right now and get some evidence. And you're gonna see people rescuing people. So once you go to Venezuela and start interviewing these people, if you ever find anybody that's going to tell and explain how Jesus pulled them out of the rubble, please don't be selfish and share the information, and I'll put it here on the live stream, okay? If you don't come up with anything, I'll probably tell you that you are BSing. Like most believers do. Making shit up. See, just a little bit of research. You can find these images. Maybe they're made up. Maybe they're AI. We can find some videos, news, and more stuff. So you want to make it this about Jesus without a Jesus. Until you get those interviews, Tartoffel, people save people. Jesus didn't save a single person. Good luck with that. I'm going to be waiting for you to give me these interviews, okay? I'll be waiting right here. Don't believe a word I'm saying. Do your own research. Get in the internet. Go find the news. Go find the reports. Go find the findings. Go find the interviews. Do it yourself. Don't believe anything a YouTuber has to say. Confirm it yourself. And at the same token, probably not believe anything those God influencers are saying. Well, people, God revealed to me last night that something is gonna happen this year. I think there's a politician that is gonna say something that is gonna affect many people, because God cannot be incorrect. This is the God of perfection, and He told me, because I have a special connection with God, He told me very clearly, some politician is going to take a decision that is going to influence a lot of people this year, because God is good. Yes, sirree. I can do this preaching thing very well. I'm thinking about opening that God's Clear Waters channel so I can make some moolah, some big bucks. Out of Babylon writes, no one has seen God, demon, or even as alien outside of us. Tell that to Romans 1 out of Babylon. Tell this to people that swear they saw a demon. Tell this to NFL, man. He really likes his demons. It's very entertaining for him. He's like, man, I saw a demon. I saw it with my own eyes. The demon was in the ground rolling. And the eyes were like, oh. Out of Babylon writes, the problem is you all think that this is so-called earthquake is natural. We are at war. With whom? Out of Babylon. Professor Hazel writes, I have colleagues in Venezuela volunteering for Doctors Without Borders. They say there's no God there, only suffering and humans working together to help. Thank you, Professor Hazel, for the important information. Out of Babylon, we are God. Professor Hazel, those people are doing a fine job. Man, I think there's a bunch of stories that people do not want to put on social media because they are way too dark, like people committing suicide because they lost their families. The smell of rotten bodies. And the stories are horrible. No God, definitely. But for the person that is emotionally attached to this idea that an invisible entity from a foreign country is their Lord and Savior, they're gonna make it into somehow that people were saved by Jesus and God. They're gonna cross that line into dishonesty. They know they're making this stuff up and they don't care. Some of them, not all of them. Probably most of them. Professor Hazel, thank you, friend. They are very sad and tired, man. No light, no electricity, no water. People living in tents on the street. Man. TP Seeker, welcome to the live stream. There have been 152 earthquakes in the past 24 hours. 1,298 earthquakes in the past 7 days. 5,500 earthquakes in the past 30 days and 56,000 earthquakes in the past 365 days. Man, thank you for the information. Yeah, the last earthquake in Colombia, we felt it here in Panama. I thought I was dizzy early in the morning. And I don't know if you have ever felt an earthquake. Man, I tell you, it's not fun. I have felt probably in my life, probably 4 or 5 of them. Maybe like 4 of them. One in Nicaragua, when I was in Nicaragua one time. I was sleeping at night and I remember feeling the bed shaking. I'm like, man, what was that? And suddenly I'm looking up, sleeping, looking at the ceiling, and the bed went like a wave. Ah! I was like, man, this bed is possessed, it's flying, getting close to the ceiling. Man, I didn't know at the moment that I was witnessing not even an earthquake. It was a little bit less than an earthquake. And another time, at nighttime, I was on my desk working and I felt the desk going like a vibrator. I'm like, man, what is that? Why is my table vibrating? And suddenly, oi, 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 second time. I think that I hate the most the ones that happen when you're sleeping. You open your eyes, you wake up, and your bed is shaking, moving, everything is moving. It's not fun. Not fun at all. Out of Babylon writes, again, we are suffering from a lack of love. We don't love one another. Out of Babylon, that sounds very romantic. No practicality, nothing that we can use. TP Seeker providing some information. The biggest earthquakes today, 6.0 in South Sandwich Islands this week, 7.4 in San Jose del Palmar, Choco, Colombia this month, 7.4 in San Jose del Palmar, Choco, Colombia. Man, 7.4, that's a huge earthquake, huge. Out of Babylon, all of these earthquakes are man-made. Again, the tech is more advanced than we know. Out of Babylon, saying these things without, any evidence, you're risking your credibility, my friend. Mr. Dragon Karaxi writes, out of Babylon, your God is love. It must feel good. Out of Babylon responds, my God is a living God. Ooh, whatever that means. NFL Music, the demon guy. The demon-loving guy. NFL Music writes, it's a sign the Bible talks about. And the Bible also talk about bananas things. Crazy in the head things. Absurd, ridiculous things. I don't know why would anyone would be quoting the book like if it was something of life or death. No. Dragon Karaxi writes, I thought he was crucified. I think he's talking about Jesus. Mr. David Martinez writes, nothing but respect for doctors without borders. Man, that's like the optimum sacrifice, man. You have to have that, I'm not going to remember that word, something that comes out of you, like sincerely, doing something out of your own self. I mean, I don't know. Professor Hazel, there has been a lot of earthquakes. Yes. And I saw a video, teacher or professor on a school, he was saying before the Venezuela earthquakes that it was about time for another earthquake, a big earthquake to happen in Venezuela. And I think it was like months later, the Venezuela earthquakes. Out of Babylon, earthquake used in parables aren't literal. Mr. Cryptoly, welcome to the live stream. You're on the vertical. If you can move anytime you want to the horizontal, if you want. There's more people on the horizontal right now. Professor Hazel writes, since the beginning of history, I don't think these recent earthquakes are any different. Yep, that's right. TP Seeker writes, tectonic plates moving and volcanoes. I think that drilling for oil probably might not help. Probably. I'm ignorant about the drilling for oil topic. Professor Hazel, them tectonic plates, they keep moving and bumping around. Out of Babylon, what's to use? Love does not harm. You know, out of Babylon, some people think that loving another person is by punching them. This is what I'm saying, you know. Out of Babylon, you're at work. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, we're not interrupting you. For anybody that is listening or driving a car or driving your truck on the road, like some people have told me before, if you're listening right now, please don't chat and drive. Just listen. And you don't have to look at the screen. Just gonna see me. Safe driving if you're listening and driving right now. TP Seeker, abuse is not love. Professor Hazel, some of us embrace loving others. Out of Babylon, we're God and we live. Someone here can figure out what I'm saying. We are God and we live. So are we capable as God to do miracles? Can we change history? Can we do supernatural things out of Babylon? Actually, Professor Hazel is pointing, I think, the same thing out. Not everybody believes that Babylon. You have to convince us, not just restate the claim. TP Seeker, but the eclipse Perseid meteor showers. 6 planets paradigm across sky. Milky Way galaxy on end is a sign of end times. Cryptoly, welcome to the horizontal live stream. NFL music, we are not God. That's what got Satan kicked out of heaven. NFL, you got the wrong information. The reason Satan was kicked out of heaven, and also that's proof to you that not everything in heaven is good and dandy. No, there are problems in heaven. So the reason that Satan was kicked out of heaven is because Satan was questioning how God was running things. Satan is like, God, are you sure that by being violent, you're gonna show love to someone? What? Are you gonna tell me how to be God? Get out of heaven right now. No, down, go down. Get it right, NFL. Out of Babylon writes, no man can convince any other man. I'm simply testifying. Out of Babylon, are you expressing your godness? I have asked you this before and I still don't remember reading or hearing an answer. Professor Hazel writes also, love means different things to different people. Absolutely, yes. Out of Babylon writes, so man was not made in the image of God. And again, no harm. TP Seeker, right. We like sinkholes in Florida. Drain the water out the land above fills in the hole. TP Seeker is asking probably out of Babylon, so why do we look different? Good question. NFL Music is asking a question. Oh no, maybe he's claiming something. Yeah, we can do miracles and do supernatural things. When was the last time you did a supernatural thing, NFL Music? Out of Babylon, we are defining our individuality in God. What does that mean? We are defining our individuality in God. Professor Hissel, the Perseids are going to be at their strongest tonight. I'm going out later to try and catch some meteors. Whoa. Tartoffel. Message retracted. What did you say? Did you get an interview? Give you homework. Out of Babylon. Okay. What is Babylon? Out of Babylon gonna write? Out of Babylon write, heaven is the collective mindset of us. Satan was kicked out because the truth manifested in reality. All are shown to be saved. Look, out of Babylon, I'm scratching my head. Out of Babylon continues writing, we are God. Everyone here can do whatever pleases them. No, what are you doing to express your godness? That is the question. Not to put you in a corner. I'm just trying to find out if what you're saying is just because it sounds pretty and beautiful and romantic, or there's something of substance on what you're saying. Out of Babylon, to answer again, to express our individuality in God. NFL Music, maybe 1 month ago. What exactly did you do, NFL Music, that was supernatural? Share it with me. Come on, I want to find out. I like this, entertaining. Supernatural, what happened? Talking about a scary image. Can speak. NFL Music. I don't do it enough like Jesus called us. No supernatural nothingness. Okay. All right. So no supernatural experience or expression. Just fantasy. Out of Babylon, whatever pleases me. Come on. That's how I express it. I think you are expressing it as far as your knowledge of life lets you do it. I don't know, whatever that means. I'm trying to help you here. Can speak. If you look at my forehead in that pic, there's a reptilian shape shifter Archon's face. His name is Bookirk. And can speak. You gave me a curiosity. Let me check your your picture. Let me see. Open image in a new tab. Okay. Very artistic image. I like it. I don't see it scary, but a little bit. TP Seeker writes Clearwaters. Well, August 12th today, the eclipse Perseid meteors in Saturn, Mars, Mercury, Neptune, and Jupiter. Conspiracy theories claiming earthquakes, end of world. Conspiracy theories and negative people wishing the worst to humanity. Wishing the worst for the world. Come on, God. Come on, Jesus. Come to earth, man. Teach some unbelievers and pesky atheists a lesson. That way I can feel good seeing them in pain. Because I have the Holy Spirit in me. NFL music, we made my grandma's sight get better. What supernatural thing did you do, NFL? Bought her some glasses? That's not supernatural. Oh, look, Dragon Caraxi. You give her some glasses? Oh, man. Professor Hazel. Oh, everything is aligning and the low info peeps are freaking out. Makes sense. For anybody that arrived late to the live stream, I'm showing on the screen some of the scenes from the presentation. For example, my first scene was the question of how many lives were saved by Jesus Christ and how many lives were saved by people after the Venezuelan earthquakes. TP Seeker writes, but Satan was kicked out of heaven for gathering 1/3 of God's angels and fought the other angels in heaven, causing Satan to fall from heaven. Man, so there are even revolutions inside of heaven. People are thinking that they are going to heaven and everything's going to be beautiful. No, man, they're going to be involved in bloody wars, revolutions, fighting. Angels trying to take down God from that throne. Professor Hazel writes, things are quite good these days. I don't know why people see a natural disaster and rationalize a God. Makes no sense to me. I think it has to do, Professor Hazel, with people's emotions, feelings. Because in my view, the most important thing that we have in this life as a human being is this energy that we don't understand it, that I call, by a lack of a better word, I call it feel. And when I include myself, when we don't understand this energy and we don't control it, this energy can take control of ourselves, and we can live in an anxious state, in a negative state. So we're gonna hang on to anything that we can, even if it's an irrational thing, to try to feel better about life and try to get rid of this anxiety, this fear. I'm an expert in fear. I know what I'm talking about. So when people are desperately finding ways to make themselves feel better. And I include myself too in that because I'm a human being. If you're not able to find something that makes you feel better in this world, you're gonna go out into irrational ways. You're gonna find a God outside of space of time in order to make you feel good. That's my point of view. So there's something about us. We should be having discussions, exploration, discoveries about us as human beings. That's why I'm slowly moving away from debates about invisible entities, because we should be talking about the believer, the one that is making the God alive, keep it alive, is the believer. We should be talking about the believer. We should be talking about the human being. What is this energy that is so powerful that makes us do things that we would never thought in our logical mind that we would be able to do? Some people kill someone. They never thought they were capable to do that. But because of an emotional moment, they did something that they were not thinking, just feeling. There's a whole thing that we have to discuss about. I think that the moment we start understanding more about ourselves as human beings, and probably humanity will be in a better spot. In the cable for the microphone is making that noise. Sorry. For those of you that arrived late to the live stream and have not seen the presentation, that's the question that I asked at the beginning. And also, by trying to answer these questions, how many people were saved by people? According to figures compiled by the Venezuelan government, which I don't believe anything they have to say, opposition sources, UNICEF and NASA, more than 6,400 people have been rescued. Evidence, identifiable agents, documented operations, physical actions, survivors, and rescue records. And of course, tons of videos. You might be asking yourself, because of the topic of this live stream, how many people were saved by Jesus Christ? Saved by Jesus, no reliable information, records, or evidence found that Jesus Christ saved anyone after the Venezuelan earthquakes. Ooh. If you are a believer in the God of the Bible, ooh, tough one. A very tough one for you. The God looks very bad. A total chance to God demonstrate his power and his love. No, he's not gonna do it in modern times. Nope. You have to believe what someone else is telling you through a book written thousands of years ago and change and edit it many times. If you believe in this God from this book made in Israel, we have to talk about you. What's going on in your life? Tell me, because something is very broken, in my view. And also we can talk about myself and my brokenness, because I'm probably just as broke as you in many different ways. I am not better than you. You're not better than me. We are human beings that we don't know, have no idea what we're doing on this earth right now and what's going to happen to us when we die. You're pretending that you know that a God of Israel, he created us, but you don't know that. You're just pretending, like I used to do when I was a believer. That pretending weight on the shoulders is very heavy. It must suck for you if you're being carrying this pretending weight on your shoulders that there's a God out there for many years. Man, probably you're walking crooked because of carrying that pretending weight for so long. I know what I'm talking about. I know. I experienced it myself, and I've seen other people walking crooked because the pretending weight is heavy, my friend. Heavy. Out of Babylon, still taking a break. Yes, we have to realize our great power and authority and reclaim our earth. I kind of agree with that, but carefully, you know. I think that if we gather more knowledge about life, and especially about us as human beings, I think we're in a better spot to take better decisions about whatever happened in this country, in this life, in this earth. Yes, I agree with that. But as long as people stayed stupid with this idea of an invisible entity that resides in a place that nobody can see this entity, nobody can hear it, touch it, smell it, taste it, but coincidentally and strangely has a personal relationship with you, you could be absolutely out of your mind. But that's okay. We love you. We love our fellow human beings, even when you're absolutely nuts. We have patience, and we know that you're going to figure it out. You're going to come back to reality, and you're going to be an honest, transparent, decent human being that doesn't believe anymore in witchcraft. Can speak with the spooky image. Writes, if every single detail and aspect of reality is God, it's useless to call it God. In what way are we God? What do you mean by God? Can we clarify with clear definitions of key terms and stuff? Can speak. Good luck getting that information out of Babylon. I've been trying to do that. I don't see the practicality yet. I still have to take out my garbage. I say it every time. In a godly way, I'm gonna take my garbage. Out of Babylon writes, but right now, most people believe wholeheartedly that death is natural. Never seen a natural death. Out of Babylon, you know, one day I'm gonna, I don't know, invite you to do a presentation, man, because some of this stuff doesn't make sense to me. Dragon Karatsig. Right, everything die. It's rule. What's the saying goes? The only constant is change. Out of Babylon, I want to help change that thought. Out of Babylon, it seems to me that the best way to help anyone change a thought is probably demonstrated, not just telling people. Dragon Karaxi, I think, is saying that death is 100% natural. TP Seeker writes, don't need to reclaim anything. Need to care for what we have. FFS rivers used to catch fire. Water is still undrinkable. Out of Babylon, death is a lie and an enemy. All right. I don't know what that means. Dragon Karaxi, only if you're afraid. TP Seeker, all life ends with death. And death, man, what a humongous mystery. Wow. My observations as part of the presentation at the beginning of this live stream were, number one, people save people. Yes. Number two, in times of catastrophe, God or Jesus are nowhere to be found. Yep. And number three, an opportunity for Jesus and God to demonstrate that they are real and loving, but no clear observable demonstration. People, however, demonstrate love by risking their lives to save others. Man, wow. That's an act of love. Carefully saying the word love. Man, TP Seeker is asking, have you ever had a pet die, been to a funeral? Both. Tough. It's really tough, man. Dragon Caraxid is inviting Out of Babylon to call. Out of Babylon is working right now, and Out of Babylon have called many times. And every time he calls, I get more confused. Can Speak is asking Out of Babylon. Wait, I would insist that you clarify what you mean by God and in what way are we God, and also how you even justify proposing this God Spark experiencer system to begin with. I know Can't Speak. I think Out of Babylon has a lot explaining to do, man. TP Seeker, never know when death will happen. Death, man, wow. What a mystery. What a sad mystery. Out of Babylon writes, Big Bro Jesus had the same problem, Kant. Professor Hizzle writes, the gods cannot be loved because they're responsible for so much suffering. Yeah. My main humble message to anybody that believes in invisible entities from foreign countries and think that Jesus was saving lives. After the Venezuelan earthquakes, I tell you that people were there. People took risks. People rescued people. And people saved lives. On the other hand, Jesus didn't show up. Jesus didn't prove he's real. Jesus didn't prove his power. And Jesus didn't demonstrably save anyone. Yet, for some believers, Jesus gets the credit. How sad. You know, for anybody that thinks that I could be wrong and people were saved by Jesus, you know, be just kind and let me know. Probably you can provide a video of Jesus saving anyone. I saw or heard some people in some interviews saying that thanks to God, you know, they made it out on time from their house or an apartment. That's not any proof that Jesus or God saved anyone. Ken Speak is asking a good question. If God is love, then he's just neurochemistry and physical sensations by which emotions are expressed and felt in our body. Ken Speak, that's a nice question. You know, sometimes I entertain the possibility that we are kind of like a computer, like a humanoid, because we're being used for a purpose, for a reason. Not that we are a special assignment. We all have this purpose, like ants have a purpose of doing something, like bees, they're supposed to be doing something, and we human beings have supposed to be doing something as human beings. And for that reason, we have these capabilities and these properties. I don't know, sounds like we're used to do something. So we have these sensors that we use. Out of Babylon, we are. So who's responsible for the suffering? I think in great part, the suffering is because of us. That I have to admit. Professor Hazel is responding to Babylon. I do not believe that any gods exist so far. I'm doing what's called an internal critique when I question God. Excuse me. Out of Babylon writes, Jesus isn't literal. When you help someone, you're helping him. Professor Hazel is asking, I thought God was love and we are God. What's all of this new stuff? And yeah, you have to be careful with Out of Babylon. Yes, information is spread all over the place. You try to figure it out, you start getting a headache. I tried it already. Man, I'm laughing at Out of Babylon's comments. Sometimes Out of Babylon says something or writes something that starts to make sense, and then he says something else that erases everything that he mentioned before. Out of Babylon. Right now, everyone pays for his life. This isn't natural. Oh man, too much for me. I'm thinking about what Out of Babylon is saying, but it doesn't make sense to me. At least not yet. Dragon Karaxi, if we just follow out of Babylon, we will never die. And some people get very extremely anxious when you tell them that there's a possibility that they will never die and that they are eternal. This is a source of worry for some people. They don't want to be eternal. It's a nightmare. Can speak. Everyone knows atheists do not die and can leap over houses. And the man himself out of Babylon is calling on the Discord. Maybe he can answer some of your questions faster through the Discord. Hold on a second. Out of Babylon. Out of Babylon, you have people a little bit confused on the chats, man. What's going on?
I understand, but I mentioned in the beginning, a lot of people gonna be confused because a lot of people haven't heard the truth before.
What is the truth
Everything
for
is a
you?
lie. Everything is a lie. The truth is, again, we are God. We can make this world anything we choose. And it's kind of laughable how a lot of atheists, y'all see the problem. Y'all say there is no God. Y'all laugh about God and y'all say God did all this suffering. And it's like, but you don't believe in God. So you should have the answer as to who did all the suffering or who caused all the suffering in the past. You don't believe in God. So you know the answer. The Christian is confused. They got him believing that somebody in a white robe somewhere is zapping people and sending all kinds of stuff. That's make believe.
But
We only see
why even call it God?
because God is. I mean, you can ask the same thing about man. Why call us man?
But I think that man carries a less emotional baggage than God.
I just believe that man is the physical representation of what God is on this earth. Again, God being love and wisdom. We're talking about invisible properties. This is not something you can see. Like when you say to your mother, I love you. And when your mother says to you, I love you, you don't say to your mother, well, show me. No, you feel it in your heart and you know by your mother's actions of how she took care of you and sacrificed for you that when she says these words, you mean, she know, you feel it. You know she loves you.
Okay,
And
so
vice versa.
out of Babylon, I'm reading some of the messages on the chats, and I mean most of the comments are in reference to you. I'm gonna try to sum it up about what some of the viewers are asking right now about you. It seems to me, out of Babylon, that from what you say, you're grabbing information from here and there and trying to put something together that doesn't align with the belief in the God of the Bible. But it also
Not true.
sounds to me, that you are saying things like lots of how do you call those like prophets, or people that have some view about life, and they say, you're God, or you're love, or you're an eternal entity, you're a powerful entity, and you see their life and they don't demonstrate anything about what they're talking
You
about.
just said the key right there. That's the problem. We all talking about it. We're not demonstrating it.
I agree.
That's what I, even myself, must learn to do more of. I can't show you love. I can only demonstrate love. Just like how my mother showed me, just like how my father showed me, just like how my uncle or
I,
whoever was in my life that I can now claim that I love them, showed me.
I don't worry too much about the love part. I'm more focused on the powerful part.
I mean, but what's your definition of power?
I
Look
mean,
it up. Put it on the
for
screen.
okay, let's talk about a little bit more practicality. Okay, so I want to make my life change, something about my life. I mean, that could probably demonstrate that I have some God powers,
I'm
right?
saying, when we say power, we must come to a definitive definition by which we are all using right now. Because I think when we hear the word power, some people think there's a guy standing there throwing lightning bolts like Zor and like Zeus or something. And this is make believe. We have to define what power is so that you know what power is.
So if I have the power to bring something, to materialize something, and for the viewers right now on the chats, if you want to ask something to Out of Babylon, just use my username so I can see your question very clearly, and you want to ask a question to Out of Babylon and you don't want to call, just use my username so I can see your question very clearly, and I'll ask the question to Out of Babylon. So Out of Babylon, until someone writes a question for you, in my case, I think a good way to demonstrate that I'm a god or something like that, or we are God, is to materialize something in my life.
So I tell you what, you wanted to start a podcast. Did you materialize that?
Yes, but I have not materialized the money.
I mean, again, we're dealing with something that's not natural. You trying to relate everything to money. You can't focus on the money. The money is what's going to the grave. And this is when most of y'all are gonna start to believe.
No, no,
When the
no.
clock strikes 12 and his
Oh,
money turns back to paper.
okay, pause a moment. I mean, even if I cannot, you're right, I cannot take that money to the grave, but I could help thousands of people.
With the money,
Yes, of course, because people right now, for
somebody
example, in
told you,
Colombia, have nothing to eat. They have no houses. They are living on the street.
is think about this. We're talking about the basis and the simplicity of it all. How can you attempt to, I mean, you can help, don't get me wrong. You can give your money and go out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. It shows signs of love. But what I'm telling you is, truthfully, holistically, how can you solve the issue of people not having money, being poor, being on the street, homelessness, with the same thing that got them there? You
I,
cannot. Money is not meant for everybody to be rich. If everybody could be rich, they would be. Who wants to be poor?
I understand that probably it will be better if we can educate people so they don't find themselves in a spot without money and house. But there's a reality right now, and with money, I could solve the situation of their empty stomach right now instead of
You
taking them through a
believe that,
process
but
of teaching them for 5 years.
the reality is the biggest employer in most of the states is either Walmart or McDonald's. You live in a fantasy. I'm speaking reality. This is the reality of the world, and it is designed this way on purpose. It is not designed so that everybody can succeed. It is designed so that we, the people who keep coming back, because those who understand these things know that we are the true crop. And this is why they keep us perpetually in this mindset, because we go to work, we live, we die, we repeat.
Out of Babylon, you took this conversation somewhere else. That was not my question, but Professor Hazel is asking to you, Out of Babylon, why hasn't you sold all your belongings and helped reduce suffering?
That is the struggle I'm doing now. And it's not a physical sale. What that means is give up who you are in self completely, utterly, and totally. Because like I told y'all before, our biggest word that we have a problem with is all. And just like he said, I'm not saying I'm Jesus Christ, because again, if I had it all, I wouldn't be here today, I believe. I'd either
So,
be dead or we don't be saved.
so correct me
I'm
if
trying to
I'm
figure this out just like y'all, but I have the words.
so
I
correct
understand.
correct me if I'm wrong. You have some knowledge, but you have not figured it out yourself. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'll put it to you this way. Paul said that he was a master in all revelation. And even for as much as he knew, and this is a parable. So this is according to the person who almost all but knew it all. He said, even for him, he only knows in part. So I don't want to sit here and act like I have all the answers. I'm just telling y'all that I understand that we all have been lied to. I see at least that much.
But
Now
out of
together we
Babylon,
can find out a lot more.
take this, very respectful critique out of Babylon. You're saying things that you cannot demonstrate. I mean, they sound to me like logical, make sense. But
What are you looking to be demonstrated?
this could cross the line of wishful thinking. Hey, Gudra,
What are you looking to be demonstrated?
if you're saying that if you're saying that we are God, I mean, if you're the one saying this, I would think that you could demonstrate something about what you're saying.
We are one. Until we figure it out as one, the individual goes where the one goes. Why do you think Jesus no longer walks this earth?
Why?
Because he had to go the same way the all go. Until the all figures it out, everybody's gonna go the same way. It's all about the all. Until the all figures out that we are all one, that we all need each other, that we all should love one another and just simply help and be there for one another.
But people who love their parents and their parents still die.
That's right. Until the all figures it out, not just the father or the mother, all, the whole household.
Hey, Gudra, you want to ask out of Babylon a question?
I mean, I agree with some states that he says, like, we've been lied to. That's right. But
that's right. I figured that out. Everything is a lie.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, like, where did you get the information or info that you're sharing with us now?
The Bible. That's why I laugh when people tell me I don't get it from the Bible. I only read the Bible. Everything I learn, I relate to that Bible.
I mean, you know that there are a lot of things that are not true that are in the Bible, right?
Yes, I can agree with all of that. I'm a man. A man wrote it. There's mistakes. They can literally change the words in the Bible. I've held the Bible in my hand that I've had for my grandmother, and I swear to God had the word wineskins in it. Now when I go to the verse, it says bottles. Bottles wasn't even in this Bible when I grew up, but now the word bottles in. That's why I tell y'all the technology is so advanced, you just don't understand it. They can change words on a page in a book.
Are you saying that they are changing the words in the book, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Again, I could talk about a lot of stuff, but it'll blow y'all minds because y'all
I would appreciate it. I think we would all appreciate it. Just go ahead.
Professor Hazel,
the simplicity of the fact is that this whole world looks the way it is because of us. We have nobody to blame but us. There's no alien, there's no devil, there's no God. It is only us.
Even myself, even myself, out of Babylon, listening to you, and some part of me kind of agree with you. I think it's a little bit disadvantages to come to a conclusion that I don't understand. And Professor Hazel is asking you what would help Babylon right now. I don't know exactly what you mean by that question.
The only thing we can do is just spread the truth because we stuck with the system right now. Because one of the hardest verses I had to understand, and I kind of understand it now, is when Jesus said that we had to make friends of unrighteous mammon, so that when you fail, you will be received into eternal kingdom. My point is, why do I have to be friends with something unrighteous? Because it ain't going nowhere right now. Until this system falls, most people are stuck believing this wholeheartedly. So that's why, as much as I can talk about, we need to get rid of money, it's going to be here until it falls completely and utterly. Until you realize that there's no more supermarkets, there's no more Walmarts, no more Walgreens, no more ComEd, no more People's Gas, whatever all that is going away. You was a doctor on paper, oh, that's garbage now. Oh, you had $1 million, that's paper now. Oh, you had a lot of money on the computer screen, it's just numbers on the screen and the screen is black now. So where's it going? So when we get back to that state no more, when we back to just us, people will start realizing, because there's no Islamic God that's going to come and save you. There's not going to be a Christian God that's going to come and save you. There's not going to be a Indian God that's going to come and save you. The only thing you gonna see is the person that's next to you. Good luck.
I mean, I agree with you on some things like system is corrupted. It's just meant for rich to get richer and the poor to get poorer. But on a lot of things we don't agree because make such a huge claims you need to have like some evidence or something like that. You're
I
just
mean,
quoting the Bible, and you alone says that
what
there are
evidence
things
do
that
I
are not
need
true
other
in
than
there.
my own life, sir? Do you pay rent?
Do I?
Yes.
Didn't hear the question.
I understand, but you saying what evidence do I need? What evidence do I need for what then specifically? Because maybe I'm misunderstanding.
Yeah, we for such a huge claims to say there is God and this and that, God is love, God is knowledge. You can just make a bold claims and say it's a fact. You need some evidence to support you.
Okay, so I need a evidence to say that you are God and you can do what pleases you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Okay, so what point in your life have you not done what pleased you?
Internet connection was bad. I'm sorry. Can you repeat?
Because
At what
remember,
point?
I'm trying to show that you are God. God,
Yeah, God.
God does.
If we agree on the meaning of the words God, it means you can do whatever you want whenever you want. Like I'm
There
absolutely
you go.
not a God.
That's what
I'm
God is.
absolutely not a
Correct.
God. I
Correct.
mean,
You can do whatever you want.
absolutely not. I cannot fly. I
What
cannot.
can't you do?
Yeah, just say
What can't you do?
I can't fly. That's just an example.
You can get on the plane right now.
I mean, that's the one way we are talking about anything, right? Like we don't know anything
See,
as
now you want to get
humans.
into
Like
make-believe
if
stuff.
I
We're
give you,
talking about
if I give you the materials to build like a TV or a phone, and I give you all the materials, you can do it because you just don't know. We like humans, we just know like maybe
what do you mean? The
zero
knowledge
point
is out
zero
there.
zero
There's
one percent of
YouTube.
the
You
thing.
can go online right now and look up how to build up a TV. All knowledge is open right now. What are you talking about? If I really wanted to learn how to build a TV, I can. Just like you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we humans don't know almost anything. Like the Earth
Once
is
again, I rebut that. Whatever you don't know, you can go to the internet right now and learn. So I ask you, what
but
can't you do that you cannot do?
we are all here to see some evidence for a God existence. Like I don't think anyone in
You
the
can
chat
go on
or
the
on.
internet right now and learn how to make a bomb. What can't you do?
I'm asking you for evidence for God. That's why we are all here, man.
I mean, if you're looking for me to show you something outside of me, I can't show you that because if you've heard my conversation, I said that we collectively are God. So how can I show you you?
I mean, it's just a claim. You understand? Like if I say saw unicorn, I can show you anything except for just me
Once
saying that.
again,
Like
sir,
I don't understand.
you are looking for something outside of yourself. You have to, it's something you wrestle with, not me. I understand that I can do whatever I want, good or bad. That's my definition of God. I
So
can do whatever I want.
in your
And I can
view,
do whatever
out of
I want to.
Babylon, we created the universe.
Yes.
Man, like the
Wow.
Earth,
Whether it's real or not, we created it.
Earth is floating in endless universe, and you're saying that we humans that are here just like I don't know, few hundreds thousand years, we created everything. I mean, it's a joke, man.
See, I don't want to get on that topic because y'all know I don't believe in space.
So
That's
you are
maybe
saying that we created the dinosaurs that were existing long time before us,
dinosaurs are make believe.
But
and all those fossils they found, it's just a joke, right?
Dinosaurs are make believe. You have never even seen a real dinosaur bone. All of those are casted fakes. It's all fake.
out of Babylon, but let me ask you something. I don't know, probably viewers are asking this question themselves right now, but I mean, everything that you're saying, in case of myself, I have heard before. You're not telling me anything new. Okay? I would think that you sound extremely convinced to the point that yourself at least would have something that you can prove what you're saying. Something.
If God could be put in the bottle, it would have. But again, you asking me to prove something that is already within you. How many of
What
you all
what
seen
what what is
Panda?
his all what is already within him or within us?
Again, okay, my definition of God, I've been saying God is love. God
How
is
do you know
wisdom.
that? How do you know that God is love? Is there is so much suffering around us? Like
Because look
just
what we do.
earthquake kill
Look what
millions of
we
people.
do, sir. Who's doing the suffering? Why are people homeless? Is that
Uh,
is the man floating in space got these people out in the street, or do we got these people out in the street?
okay,
Ignorance is the reason
yeah.
why.
Let me ask one more thing out of Babylon myself. I don't
I'm
know
just
if
can I get an answer to my question? Does a man in the sky got people homeless and suffering on the streets, or the way we live got these people homeless and suffering in the streets?
no, this is self-made because of ignorance.
So,
But yeah,
so
so
why for
so
something outside of you?
so let me point out something out of Babylon. I'm coming to the conclusion by listening to you that you're basically doing what a person that believes in God is doing. They're claiming something and they cannot demonstrate it. You're claiming something and you cannot demonstrate it. You're a
I mean that
believer. You're a believer in something that you cannot demonstrate. You're not doing anything different from a believer in an invisible entity
I
from
agree.
Israel.
I agree. That's why I told you before. I'm only here to testify. I never said that I can do anything different but speak out the same lips that you got.
but you sound so sure. Like there must be something that just make you so much sure about it. Like that there must be something that just
Just
like
understand that
clarifies everything to you.
life is not made in vain. That's the only way I can tell you is I just do not believe in my heart of hearts that I was made just to die.
I mean, what about every other race, like animals, everything,
And
just
you
go
weren't either.
extinct.
If I believe
Everything
that in
go extinct.
myself, if
We
I
will
believe
go
it in
extinct.
myself,
Yeah.
then I believe the same source that made me made you. So I believe that if I see myself as never dying, I see you as well as never dying. Again, I believe we all gonna make it. We all gonna end up in the same spot. And this is what this life teaches us. When we die, we go to the same ground.
You
I mean,
know,
there are,
go ahead,
sorry.
Gudra. Go ahead.
I mean, there are so races of animals, of peoples, of every single thing that existed go extinct. We will go extinct. We will die someday. There will be no humans anymore. And who will be God then if we are gods?
Again, you believe
Makes no sense.
in something that is taught that I can only say is nonsense.
No, I'm just
Would you
asking you a question. When we go extinct, will the universe
what I
collapse?
believe? I don't believe in space. I believe that there's more land. I would rather believe that there's more land than something far out eons away. That's make believe.
I'm asking you, if we go extinct, will the universe collapse because we are gods?
There's no such thing as extinct. You have always existed.
I don't remember it, man.
Yeah, just a point. We don't remember. All we can remember, as long as we know, we have always been here. Just like that's the feeling I have, just like the feeling you, as long as you know, you've been looking at them two eyes of yours.
I just hope I won't exist for eternity. Just like Clearwater says, I mean, if I would spend eternity in a happy place, I would get bored someday. And I would just want to
I don't
disappear.
believe you will,
Like that.
because you live.
So,
You
out of
wouldn't live
Babylon,
if that was
so
the truth.
just to entertain your view. So, what are we created ourselves for?
I told you to express our individuality.
What for?
To express our individuality.
What for? We
One to individual now.
we were bored before. We had nothing to do, so we created this system in order to create some drama and some excitement.
No, I believe if you understand the parables of the Bible, it tells you that man was created to till the ground. And I think the ground is not a literal ground, but it is the fertilization of wisdom. We are to separate what's good in wisdom from what's bad out of wisdom and to throw away the bad. Like this money. Whatever wisdom got us using this money, it's bad.
So
Because we see where it leads.
basically we made ourselves forget who we are so we can get involved in these soap operas and novellas and conquer something that we ourselves created. And then when we finally win the game, we do it again
I'm
over and
similar to
over.
that, yeah. I would say that's more aligned like, akin to the truth because there's nothing but us.
TP Seeker is asking if you think we are reincarnated.
Yes.
I mean, do you hear just how self-centric that sounds? Like just Earth is the microspec in a solar system in galaxy in the universe, and we think that we on some little planet Earth are the center of the universe, and that we are gods creating everything that exists. And I mean, do you hear how self-centric that sounds?
It's not self-centric. It's the fact that
we are the center of the universe. We created everything. Like, isn't that self-centered?
I just believe you don't realize how powerful you are.
So if a believer in God of the Bible think that God is real and you think that we are God, how can we prove who is correct?
I got all this information from the Bible. No, if they're not ready to see it, they won't see it. I just told you I got this information from the same place that they can argue with me up and down using the same Bible. That's how the Bible is made.
So the person that thinks that the God is external, is an entity out of us, has no way to prove this God, and you cannot prove either from the same source, the Bible. You cannot prove that we are God either.
Test it again. I struggle, and y'all not listening to me. I struggle with the word. I'm giving y'all honest answers. I struggle with the word all. Just like Professor came and asked that question, have you not sold all of your goods and belongings? I know that's not literal. I have to lay down my life. I have to find out what that means and do it.
I mean, it's what the book says. Like, you need to sell all
That's
your
right.
belongings
And I have
and
to
give it
find
the
out
poor.
what that means and do it. This is my path. This is where I'm at.
But did you do it? Did you solve everything you have and give it to the
If
poor?
I said everything, we probably wouldn't be on this microphone right now.
Yeah, so you are not following the
We are
protocol.
all human beings. Together we will solve it. The Bible says perfect love casts out all fear. Perfect love means when we come together. Everybody got fears, you and me. I'm not saying I'm a man.
you know that that's impossible. Like,
I'm a
entire
man that
all
goes
the
to work
people
6.2 days a week and has to pay bills. If I get tired, my rent's still there. If my feet hurt, I still got to pay the light bill.
Yeah, but you still have God, right? He will
Huh?
take care of you.
Right now, our minds are held in captivity. We have to break this. This is what I'm saying. It's up to us. Are we going to leave this life to our children?
I mean, to me, it sounds like if God is real, I don't need to go to doctor. Like, he will take care of me or I will just die. If God is real, I don't need to lock the door on my house. If some thief come and take everything, it's God's plan. Like, I don't need to do
what?
it.
If everything was free, you wouldn't need a lock. If we didn't teach hate and bad and evil things, you wouldn't need a lock on your thing.
I mean,
because
the only way to stop so much greed is to desire less. Like, if you desire so much, you will always be poor. If you desire less, you will get richer very soon. But I mean, I don't understand. You're saying that the dinosaurs are not real.
It has nothing to do with it. You can desire as much as you want to, sir. The only thing we don't have enough of is money. We on iPhone 25. What are you talking about? We on iPhone 25. We got Samsung 48. There's all kinds of computers. You can pick 40 different bagels. We got enough of everything. The only thing we don't have enough of is money. We are never running out of food. We are
I
never running
mean,
out of
I
cars.
wouldn't agree with you, man. The only thing we are missing is the wisdom, like
Yes,
ignorance is everywhere.
yes,
Wisdom,
I can
but
agree. And it's so
we-
simple. It's childlike. It's simple. All you
but
have to realize that just make it good. It's a choice. It's in your mind. Yes, it's that simple.
So what
yeah,
if
but
what out of Babylon? What if you're wrong?
I tell you what, why don't you post how many empty homes in America compared to people on the street? Put that on the screen.
No, what if you're wrong about us being God?
I'm not wrong. I just got to learn to be patient. The Bible says I have to be patient because I can't just force this on people.
But are you aware that
Just have to
believers
be
in the God
patient.
of the Bible also say the same thing, that they know that they are right?
I'm not them. I tell you, truth is here today.
But that's what everybody says, man. I have the
I'm
truth.
not everybody. And I understand. I'm not forcing nobody to listen to me. Remember, I'm not saying if you listen to me or don't listen to me, you going to hell. Remember my
Mm.
message, Clearwater.
At least that's better. Yes,
When
I
I
like that.
see
I like
you,
that
when I
part.
see you in person,
yeah,
we gonna
me too.
shake hands and hug as redeemed.
I mean, if you see,
Everybody saved in my mind.
like,
So I'm not
don't you?
teaching this out of hate. What I'm telling you is from a mindset that one day we all gonna come to the knowledge.
Yeah, but don't you see the problem there? Like, there are thousands of religions still now, and every single one of them is saying, "This is the truth. This is the truth."
That's why.
Like,
That's why I
you-
tell you, money has to fall. Remember, that's the earliest statement I made. I said when every religion ain't gonna help you, is then you're gonna start to realize who the real God is. All these religions are companies. They are tax-free businesses set up in conjunction with the state to help lull the people because the people are poor and they are making the people work. Y'all don't see this? This is the program when you understand that we all trapped.
isn't the church doing the same thing?
All churches are fake. I don't want to go to a church to pay their bills. I'm struggling paying mine.
You know, there's only one thing that probably
Pay God's bill.
I like a little bit about what you're saying out of Babylon is the part that sounds like we are responsible about what's going on this earth right
There's a
now.
simple verse in the Bible that says God or money. One or the other. You can't have both. It's as simple as that. Money has to go for you to see God.
But
But
out of
money
Babylon,
Until
goes.
money goes, we
out of
won't see
Babylon,
God.
did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard you say some things you like and some things you can't understand.
No, 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 no. I think the only thing that if I like something about what you're saying is that it sounds to me that you're saying that we are responsible for what's going on earth right now.
Yes. Everything. Y'all just don't know how deep it goes. You started out the show with earthquakes. We did that. But they got the world believing it's natural.
What are you saying that humans are moving the tectonic plates or gods?
Yes, whatever you want to call it, yes.
I mean, you understand that you would need like a lot of nuclear
I don't care
explosions
what you want,
to just
how your
move.
mind fathomed it, it's us doing it.
I heard some
Because
people
who
saying
rule
that
want to stay over the people who are slaves.
I heard some people saying that these tectonic whatever things they move through the years and thousands of years, but I also heard people saying that these tectonic plates move also because of the drilling for oil.
Yeah, but can you understand how little is that oil drilling machines in comparison to entire Earth? Like, I don't think that has like 0.0001% chance to do anything. Like, if those machines were like cities or something like that, okay, but those are just compared to Earth, just a small micro machines that can do anything. I think.
And
I think that.
I'm ignorant about the subject.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just using the reason, pure logic for that. Like, those machines are very small. I don't think that they are doing so much damage to the tectonic plates or something like that.
It's a technology we're unfamiliar with. Just like those builders Clearwater was watching in that video. Whoever made those builders was using the technology we're unfamiliar with. You're not chiseling out perfectly crafted stone free-handed. We should understand this logically.
Yeah, but long time before the humans came on Earth, the tectonic plates were moving, like the Earth was looking completely
There you
different,
go.
and now
Yeah,
it was
Making
one
up.
yeah.
mega
How you
continent.
gonna know about stuff millions and thousands of years? And I watch a TV show called The 48 Hours, where if they don't solve a crime within the 48 hours, it's over with. So how you gonna tell me about something that happened millions of years ago before any of us, right?
Because we have the pictures of continents moving, so the computer can calculate
Computer.
where the continents were before and where
So
are
make
they now.
believe.
What?
So make believe. You got a computer and a book. So you saying the same sources that I have to talk about my God, you got. You got a Bible and some pictures.
Yeah, but this is just the science.
Something that supposedly happened. You call that science.
Yeah, science is just
Call
trying to. Science is a tool that is trying to explain us the world around us, and it's science is based on the proved
I agree.
facts, but religion
I
is
agree.
not based on
But
that.
the science you believe in got you believing that you're spinning 1,000 miles an hour and there's something 93 million miles away you can see. That should be logically impossible. But you believe it because a book tells you and everybody on the screen tells you it's right.
We send the rockets on the moon, brothers. If the mathematics
Saying the
and
world,
the
everything
physics
in the world
is not
works
right,
just y'all harp on. And if you don't see the lie in not just religion, but in education, your hospitals, everything is a lie. How can you trust your doctor and you don't know if he's trying to pay his house note? How you know if he got your best interest on this operation involved?
TP
He's just trying to
Seeker,
get that insurance money.
TP Seeker is asking, so mountains and volcanoes are make-believe?
I mean, at this
Mountains are
point, everything is
make-believe. They're
make-believe.
something that we don't understand, and volcanoes are something we don't understand. They are man-made as well. Now, I can tell you what, before you mention volcanoes, you can look where the majority of volcanoes at in the earth, and then you can look how many military bases are stationed around them, and you'd be surprised.
I mean, in the time of
Why would
Rome,
you
long
station
before
a
our
military
technology.
base right next to an active volcano, which can go in any direction, anytime? And when they go off, how come the military base never gets hit? These are simple, childish questions.
I mean, brother, like
Why would I put my
tectonic
military base next to something that's that volatile?
tectonic plates are moving and the lava is building up in the earth and it's finding its way out just to release the pressure. That's what volcano is. I mean, you can
That's
Google
what
it
you
up.
believe.
It's not
But I
human
tell
made.
you what, the channel I gave you, Clearwaters, you can watch some of the videos, and he talks a little bit about what's underground as well. This whole, I would rather explore this earth than explore space, make believe. They only give me pictures of space, but I can see the earth, and everything they tell you about this earth is a lie. Most of these buildings that are so-called public, we don't even have access to, and you want to believe this nonsense. Man, it's just all kinds of stuff out here that we could be doing, but we so focused on what they present. And all you have to realize is that everything is a lie. See it all.
I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you, man.
All these things are man-made. Tornadoes, hurricanes, anything that kills, steals, and destroys is man-made, and it is meant for us to be subjugated. See, if I come through with guns and kill a bunch of people, y'all gonna see the charade. But if I have, quote unquote, Mother Nature come through and destroy a bunch of homes and stuff that I won't destroy, y'all gonna be like, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. That's God or nature or whatever you want to say. BS, I'll call cap. That's all. I'm just honest.
I mean, I agree with you, man, that we should explore the Earth before the space, just like sending probes to the Mars. It's not gonna do anything for us. Like 90% of the
That's make-believe.
ocean and unexplored. But
people want you to explore your Earth. Most people never leave a city.
I mean, but do you hear how bold of the claim is that tsunamis are man-made? typhoons, tornado is man-made, asteroids is man-made, mountains are man-made, earthquakes are man-made. Like
Mountains, for the most part, are either giant buildings that have been melted or they are giant trees. Because again, we do not know this earth like we think we do. Like Devil's Tower. Devil's Tower is a giant tree stump.
Is it Devil's Tower?
It's a giant tree stump. What we think of trees were shrubs back in the day. We just do not understand this earth.
for me, the
I live
most
in
fascinating,
70%
thing.
of this city we have not built. And I can say that because I've laid eyes on it. I can see it for myself, understanding what I see. I know we did not make this city. Not all of it.
So who made
I
it?
go into these buildings all the time, and I got pictures on my phone. I guarantee you we did not make this building before the power tool. You should be calling out that, but y'all don't.
But
They
what
told us
about
that they
what
made these
about
buildings for the power tool.
what about the times when our technology wasn't so great like now? What about the times when we have like a bow and a sword and they
There was
were
never a time when we had
documents?
that. That's make-believe. I
I
say
mean,
again, the technology of the past, and the buildings are the proof, the technology of the past was much greater than what we have now. You
I mean,
think you know your history.
let's agree that some disaster came and destroyed all the technology. But what about the time when the technology wasn't so great? What about the mountains and volcanoes then? Who made it?
There such thing as mountains or volcanoes then.
I mean, I don't understand, man. You're claiming that we created the universe. It's so far from my logic.
I understand, but remember, everything that you know, you have been taught to you. Even this, you are hearing this for the first time. You can go seek it out if you like, or you can continue on with what you're comfortable with and learn it. It's up to everybody else.
But we can say also the same things for you. All things you know is
That's
just
right.
something that somebody told you.
That's correct. You can. That's why I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just here to testify what I learned. You can call it outlandish, you can call it what you want, but I equate it to, say you don't know every car out there in the road, right? Every make and model of a car, right? And you get
Yeah.
into this particular car for the first time, and you be like, "Ooh, this car is nice. What kind of car is this?" And the person tell you it's such and such car, and you be like, "Man, okay, this is nice." You've never noticed this car in the world before, but now that you've noticed it, now you see that car all the time in the street because now you know what to look for. That's how it is. You have to know what to look for in order to see it. If you've never been introduced to it, if you've never been privy to it, if your man have never heard that these buildings are older than what you think, and you don't try to entertain that thought, you don't know what to look for, you would never see the Honda Eclipse. It would drive right past you and you don't know what to look for. But I'm telling you, in a city near you, you probably got old buildings we never bathed. Something happened in the past that we don't understand. And they reinstituted this system because, again, God or money is the problem. And the people who run the money don't want to give that up.
I mean, you
We are
understand that
at war.
the moment the economics crash and the money became worthless, it's the end of civilization, right?
It's
And
not
then we
the end.
will
They
find
know
God.
we are eternal. See, you keep saying the end. That's make-believe. They wouldn't be trying to go digital if they believe it's the end of mankind if the money falling. They trying to do it on purpose. The whole issue with this is to get you and me to believe now that our money is on our phones.
I
If
mean,
you
I,
can't
I
see the way,
agree with
I
some
can't
things,
help
but
you. Everything. Now we can tap our phones. What do you think they're doing? They're trying to get you to just understand that your money is equated to just on your cell phone, your computer. All physical cash will be gone. And if you believe that, they're gonna think they win.
Where
I
was
don't.
where was the first
The,
place you heard about this out of Babylon?
It's not, again, you have to seek it out. I get it from different sources. Again, it's not something you can just go to the library and grab. First and foremost, you have to understand that We all come from the same source. And then you have to start asking questions like, well, if we come from the same source, then what's really going on?
I mean, I don't
Why?
believe that we all came from the same source. Like the story of Adam and Eve is just like a fairy, because if two people like Adam and Eve have children and their children has children, we would all be retards. Just like in Egypt, like Pharaoh is marrying his own sister so he can keep the bloodline clean, and the children of the kids from same mother and father are retarded mostly.
Let's follow the story. They said Adam and Eve, and then they had kids, Cain and Abel. Cain murdered Abel, and then Cain had a wife. Where did she come from? I understand everything you're saying, but you're talking to the truth today. Adam and Eve is a parable. Adam is not a literal person, just like Jesus, Moses, or anybody else. If you read in that Bible, it tells you that Adam was called man. He named mankind Adam, both male and female. He called them Adam. Adam, the name Adam represents everybody, all of us,
I
male and
I
female.
don't think that your beliefs are aligning with the Bible. Like the Bible is literally saying the story of Adam and Eve starting
See,
the
I'm telling you
civilization.
what's literally in the Bible, and you telling me I'm wrong.
I
Would
don't
you
think
like
they
to
are
read?
saying that. Yeah,
You are
Adam and
the
Eve.
atheist. Remember, you are the atheist.
No, I'm not atheist. Yeah, you're wrong again, brother. But the
You was the
problem.
atheist. My bad. I thought you was on yesterday from the Russian guy, and I thought you were saying that you was an atheist.
Yeah, I'm not Russian. You're wrong again, brother. You're just assuming so much things. I
Again,
mean,
I
it's
said
a
I
joke.
was the Russian guy that he was talking to last night. I just said that. My bad.
I'm not that Russian guy. Sorry, brother.
I
Again, you're
know.
wrong.
I know. I just said I thought you was.
But what if you're wrong about those stuff, man? What about if you're wrong? Oh, it's okay if I'm wrong, but what about you?
It's not about if with me. I'm not worried about being wrong. I'm not scared about being wrong, but I know I'm right.
I mean, I can tell you a lot about a lot of
Listen,
things.
I
Like
come
I
from the
just,
world, and I come from believing all of the stuff y'all believe. I come
I
from
ju-
believing that we had to go to church on Saturday. I come from believing you had to go to church on Sunday. I come from believing you couldn't eat pork. I come from believing you can eat pork. I done changed my mind a lot of times in searching for the truth because I'm not scared to be wrong. Again, you approaching the mind. I'm not on here saying if you don't believe in me, you're gonna die and there's no hope. That ain't what I said. I said we all gonna make it.
I mean,
So,
that's what
so if
Jesus
that
said. I
sounds
don't think your belief is aligning with the Bible completely.
it
I can
is.
think everyone could agree.
It is. I tell you what is the will of God?
Okay, let's tell me then this. Jesus said the only way to heaven is through me to go to Father, and you're saying it's not. Like, isn't
That
that
ain't
a
what I'm saying.
contradiction?
You are correct. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one
And
comes to the
I'm the only
Father but
way.
me.
I'm the only way. And you're saying
But there's a
there is
verse
other way.
that tells you that no man comes to Jesus unless God draws him near. So if no man can come to God unless through Jesus, and no man can come to Jesus unless God draws him, what do he need you for? What do he need me for? It's a
Yeah,
closed loop.
that's a good question. Why did God made us?
I didn't say
Why?
what I didn't say why that God made us. I said, what did he need you to tell him about God for? When it just explicitly tells you that no man comes to God but through Jesus, and nobody comes to Jesus unless God sends him there.
Why are we here on earth? Aren't we wasting the time? Why,
And
like, why don't
I
God just
explained that
send us?
in the comments. We are expressing our individuality in God. We come from one being, eternal, one conscious. Now we are separate consciousness. We are separate points of source.
Babylon,
We are
someone on the chat is asking if you deny Rome, Greece, Egypt existed before Christianity.
You say what?
TP Seeker on the chat is asking if you deny Rome, Greece, and Egypt existed before Christianity.
Why would I deny that? Christianity is a religion made by men. It's just the latest in a long line.
Do you agree
Again,
that
I don't
religion
want to
is
go to
man-made?
church to pay God's bills.
Do you agree that religion is man-made?
Yes.
So the Bible is made, right?
Yes.
So why would I believe in the Bible if it's man-made?
Because you are God. So it didn't lie.
And that's a good question, Gudra.
I just said because you are God. So it didn't lie.
So we made it
Man is
out.
God. It is made by man, but he is God. Every word in that book is God, whether it's a lie or whether it's the truth.
I mean, man, just believing that we are here for eternity and that we made the endless universe and we made ourselves forget that so we can enjoy the problems. I don't think it's
Not
a good.
enjoy. I told you to separate the good from the bad.
I mean, the good and the bad are just perspectives, brother. Like, let's say that in jungle, the lion and the zebra. Zebra see lion and she see pure evil. He's coming to devour me. But lion sees zebra and he's just so happy, like his puppies or his babies are not gonna die for starvation. So the evil and good is just a thing of perspective. Like if I stole from you $1 million, for me it's a good thing, for you it's a bad thing. Like good and bad, it's just question of perspectives.
Well, that's what
Good,
you believe.
good.
I believe that in all cases, that even for my own body, that wherever my head goes, the body follows. And if mankind is the so-called head of the earth, maybe if we stop doing killing, the animals will stop doing killing. Since we are the head of the family.
Do you understand how long before the humans, animals were killing each other for food?
There
Like
you
it's
go
just
again,
completely
stating
a
something that
normal
you
thing.
have no facts to. You was not around. The
Yeah,
only thing you see is that
it's
animals are
just a
killing.
logical thing. Like dinosaurs, T-Rex is eating meat, so he's killing
I
other.
remember. I would say you weren't around. You do not remember.
Yeah, but everybody knows about that, man. Like animals existed before us. They were
That's not
killing
what
each
I'm
other
saying.
for
I'm saying,
food.
how do you know they were killing?
I mean, it's just so logical thinking.
So you saying chickens was eating chickens before we came around?
No, lions are eating
Last
the
I
other.
saw a bird, every time I saw a bird eat another bird, it was when I was eating some chicken wings and tossed it on the ground and saw a bird picked it up. So who taught that bird to eat that bird?
I
Me.
mean, you say like sharks are eating other fishes because we are
No,
killing
I'm saying
animals.
that if the head teaches everything else about death, then the body, which is the animal kingdom, is going to follow. We are the head. So
Yeah,
until
but
the head stops doing killing, all the animals are going to kill too.
I mean, the 99% of people would agree with me that the animals were killing each other a long time before we started killing each other.
And
And
99% of these people was not here to prove
yeah,
that.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, if we stop killing each other, animals will change behavior. Like, do you understand how weird that sounds?
You say what now?
If we people start killing each other, you say animals will change behavior, and the animals that eat meat will start
That's what I
chewing
believe
grass,
wholeheartedly. That if
chewing grass.
human beings, if us, the head and God of the universe, whatever you call the universe, was to get together and show the rest of the earth that we do not have to kill anymore, that we will not kill a cow, that we will not kill a pig, that we will not kill a chicken or anything else to eat, and express our love to not only the people, but the animals around us in kind, just like your cat or your dog that you bring into your house that was once wild and you tamed him through love, they will also stop as well. Yes.
So you say the lion will start chewing the grass if
Yes, that's
we stop
biblical.
killing each
Didn't it
other.
tell you that? That the lion will lay down with the sheep or whatever. Didn't it tell you that? All animals will lie down when we come together?
I mean, he doesn't have a tooth for the chewing grass. He has a tooth for chewing meat, so he can change his food. That's the problem. Like shark can start eating the grass from the bottom of the ocean because her teeth are made for chewing the meat. I don't understand. Do you see the big difference there? Like animals have their tooth differently. Carnivores
said,
and meat eaters. They can just change their behavior based on our behavior. It's not logical at all.
I know it don't seem logical, but that's the way love works, right? You know, when you express love to anything, it expresses love back in reciprocation. That's how it is, you know, tooth for tooth and eye for eye. So I don't know. I just know that any animal I see on the street, if I show it love, it usually shows me love back.
Yeah, if you show love to the tiger, I don't think he would care so
Again,
much.
the tiger is wild, and again, the MO of the man is to kill. So until we change that, of course, I can understand that. But a tiger you have raised will not necessarily kill his own.
Yeah, let's take some animals from the sea. Like if I show love to the shark, do you think she's gonna bite me or not?
I mean, in this stage, yes, he's gonna bite you.
When do you think that we created the universe and everything around us?
But again, you dealing with an animal that I don't want to get too.
I'm showing her love, brother. I'm showing her God. She shouldn't eat me. But
I understand a lot more what's going on, and I'm not trying to be boastful. It's just that I'm not scared to seek it out. I don't take the world at face value. I even question the things, and I'm not scared to change because I just want to know the truth.
When do you think we created the universe, brother?
I can't tell you. Eternal is eternal. We invented time. So this is the only time that we are in time is when we invented time. So I can't tell you. Right now, we sped time up. So y'all laughed at me when I said that, but yeah, I know y'all feel like time is going fast because it is.
Hey, TP Seeker, is that question for out of Babylon? Clear Waters, what sacrifice did Cain and Abel give God? Which sacrifice did God like more?
Again, first and foremost, you're dealing with a parable. I said Adam was mankind. Cain and Abel represents two sets of these branches of mankind. Cain represents what we're doing now, children of the earth, people who want to go to work, show that they good, out of the people that's doing bad. Yes, I pay my bills. Yes, I help. I do this, that, and the third. Abel represents those who just simply help those in need. God, which is love, showed that he cared for that son more than just somebody who's going through the motions because it's just because it's lawful.
Do you think it's fair that we suffer for the deeds that Adam and Eve did? They ate from the fruit of knowledge which was forbidden, and now we are all going to die because of them. Like it's something like somebody came and says in the World War I, your grandfather killed mine, so I'm now going to kill you. Like, do you think it's fair?
What did Adam and Eve do to have you suffering?
Hey,
man was immortal before, man.
Out of Babylon, do you smoke?
You say what now?
Do you smoke?
Yes.
Are you smoking right now?
Not right now. Why?
Just asking.
But if so, what happened?
You're not allowed to smoke on channel, man.
No, I'm not smoking. That's why I said not right now. I'm not smoking.
I don't know.
But I'm saying I would respect that if you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to mess up your channel, so I can respect that if I am smoking.
No,
because that's what God does. It's not about me arguing over smoking. I'm just gonna respect his time.
I would think that you know that Goodrice joking.
No, I don't know. He asked the question.
How in the world anybody is gonna find out that you're smoking right now? It's not gonna bother anyone. I'm sorry?
You might hear me choking on something. I never know.
Oh man, no worries. Oh, were you smoking?
You know what I smoke, so
maybe so good, half hour ago.
It's all good.
You say what?
You were smoking not long ago, right?
You say I'm not smoking?
No, you were smoking not so long ago, right?
A little while ago, yeah.
Tobacco or weed?
Weed.
Yeah, I can see, brother. We can see.
I mean, you laugh, but the weed has nothing to do with what I'm saying. So don't make fun of that at
Yeah,
all.
but if police catch you, then you won't have so much fun, brother.
Again, God does what pleases him.
I know Babylon. I mean, if I tell you why I ask you that question, I will have to do another live stream. But can you answer the question to TP Seeker? He's asking you,
What do you think?
what sacrifice did Cain and Abel give God? Which sacrifice did God like more?
I just answered the question. I told you that Cain and see, you looking for literal answers. Cain is not a literal person. Cain represents those who tried to please through the world, like we're doing now. Like
Is
say
Jesus a literal person?
if I kill somebody, I'm not pleasing in the world. Y'all would look at me in a certain light as to somebody who never killed, never did anything. That's Cain. The person that Abel didn't look at somebody as such that he was a good or a bad person. He just helped the next man. That's what Abel represented. He tended the sheep. You really think it meant literal sheep? No, it meant those on the street, those in need, those who were looking like drug dealers or drug users or whatever, just helping people just because they need it. That's what Abel represented. And Cain didn't like the fact that God, which is love, or the universe, or whatever you call it, show positive reciprocation to that energy over the energy of just going through the motions of being good over evil.
To me, it sounds
So
like
he got jealous of him and they killed those people off.
you're calling collective consciousness a god. That's what sounds to me.
Yeah,
But you
that's
call Adam
that's
and
what
Eve not real persons, Moses not real persons.
I'm
Is
saying.
Jesus to you a real person or
No,
so Jesus didn't exist, right?
not literally, no.
Wow, man. I don't think believers would agree with you.
I know they won't because they don't read their Bibles. They listen to the pastor. I'm not the pastor. I don't listen to him. I read my Bible.
TP Seeker,
I don't come to the doctor. I
you're
don't
gonna have
have to pass a code.
you're
I
gonna
don't
have to
need
get
straight A's.
you're gonna have to get on that Discord and ask your question to himself.
They had the same drugs that we had. If nothing is new under the sun, y'all keep acting like they was in horses and donkeys and stuff. That's make believe. Nothing is new under the sun.
I believe in the story that the Moses was talking to the burning bush.
I know you believe he was talking to the burning bush. I don't.
It was some good bush burning, brother, and he was inhaling good, and then he started talking with God and everyone else. I mean, it helps probably.
That's all good, but you go to the doctor to get your drugs.
I mean, the shamans went on the mountain, they took the pipe of the peace, they hit it hard, and then they came back and say what God told them, right? Like people were using drugs a long time ago to communicate with gods, but I don't think it's communicating with gods. I think they were
I
just
don't
tripping.
either. I don't think so either. You know why? Because my answer will not change right now. We are God. You can fall for the words of a God if you want to, of another one.
But it sounds to me like the world will collapse if we disappear, if we are
Then
gods.
we can't disappear. Again, we are eternal. Why do you think everything is designed for us to do this stuff?
I mean, the universe is not designed for us, brother. Like, universe is so against life. Like, there is no sunlight, there is no heat. Like, if I teleport you, like, anywhere on this planet, like in desert, in the sea, on the mountain, you're gonna die very fast. Like, this earth was not created for us. We were striving and creating society so hard that now life is easier. But if you
I
would
just
go
think that over
out
the
in the
eons, I just think that over the years or whatever, we just destroyed a lot of what we see today. That's what I think. You got to realize we've been doing this in cycles. They destroy civilization and restart it. They've done this at least 5 times.
who?
Whoever runs the system. I can't tell you who because they're faceless. From what I see, they put us against each other to destroy the civilization. So it's not like some outside force gonna come. They get nation against nation to do it because y'all believe that it's actually nation against nation and it's make believe. I told you everything works like your NBA or your NFL or your MLB. They only work. They only against each other on TV. These people went to the same schools, they go to the same clubs, they mess with the same women and men. Come on, they friends behind closed doors. They only fooling us. We're the pawns. So yes, they've destroyed civilization numerous times. That's how we got these old buildings that we see today. Just like that movie told you, they have become exceedingly efficient at it. They good at getting us to fight each other, destroy it, and starting over just to keep power. You don't do all this if you don't know who we are.
What
I mean,
other
who we-
what other source out of Babylon, apart from that video that you sent me that I watched, what other source do you have in YouTube about this information that you're talking about?
I can list numerous sources that speak on this. I just give you him because to me he was the most entertaining and he put it in language that wouldn't have been so boring to most people because a lot of people don't like documentative type stuff. They won't sit there for an hour and watch something that sounds like it's educational. But I can give you plenty of sources of people talking about these buildings.
Yeah,
Walking in these buildings.
TP Seeker is asking what buildings. Out of Babylon sent me a video on Discord that I watched this morning, talking about some buildings that have really, really weird shapes, like castles and stuff like that, that supposedly were built like in 1 year. That because of the complexity is supposedly impossible to build, make these buildings in 1 year. So apparently they were using some kind of technology that enable them to make these complicated buildings in a very short period of time. And also, supposedly, these buildings were destroyed so people don't have proof of this technology that was being used many years ago. And instead of these buildings, very, what would you call that? Simple square box looking buildings were built on top of these places where these castles or very complicated buildings used to be built or used to be. I don't know. It's quite interesting. Apparently the person that is talking about this has done a lot of research and have seen some discrepancies on the times and how these buildings were created. At least that's what I got from that video out of Babylon. I don't know if you got the same information.
I mean, it's a lot more, but like I said, you correct them with basically you saying, yeah.
You
just watched like video 180 something.
Yeah, one of the things that I think that is quite interesting is that lots of these buildings have like very complicated ornaments or shapes, and they triplicate the shapes over and over again. Very complicated, and they're like exactly the same. So they were using something that it was advanced in order to get these buildings constructed. I don't know. At least it made me think a little bit. I'm like, man, I never thought of that before.
I mean, it's
because the truth is in plain
pyramid, right?
And I think some of these buildings that were mentioned, I don't know, there seems to be the pyramids is one thing, and these buildings are something else, not like the same type of complicated.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it could be a possibility that the civilizations from before were like advanced, and then I don't know, meteor hit or like flood or something, clear the face of Earth, and then we start all over again. That's a possibility, but we creating the entire universe, I mean, it's completely logical.
How come you can't believe you are an eternal being, not your body? but the being behind the body. You are an eternal being who have been reincarnated over and
Yeah,
over. And
I
when
can
things
I can give you answer very simply. Like I don't
let me
have
think
I
about
have
it.
zero evidence for the things you're saying.
I
That's why.
mean, what evidence can I give you other than, like I say, the buildings? He just discussed these buildings. How these buildings get here?
I know.
We can't.
I think that the buildings, you know, even
I'm
myself,
not
that
saying people did it. I'm saying that our people can't do it today.
I
Yeah,
think
people
that
can build pyramids even today, but it doesn't
Stay in
mean
Chicago.
we created the universe.
The Field Museum is like 3 city blocks.
I think
That
that
building was built
that
before the
probably
power tool. Right?
that probably shows that we lack some information about these buildings. Probably, I don't know, later in life we'll find out how they build it in such a short period of
You
time. I don't
can't
know.
find a blueprint on any of these buildings.
How you
None.
know it's not that story is not man made up like you said. Like the dinosaurs are made up, but that's a true story. How you distinguish?
My general observation and knowing that these buildings that I see standing before me, I know that the people I see standing before me did not build these buildings. So whatever happens between what I see now and something in the past changed, because obviously the people somewhere had to build these buildings. So I'm looking
So
at, if rich
so
is
you need
doing
to see.
the
So you
extravagant
need to
thing that
see
they
to
did,
believe,
they
right?
had these buildings.
So you need to see to believe, right?
It's not the idea. I mean, everybody needs to see. The whole world wait for the manifestation
Yeah,
of the sons of God.
that's what I wanted, brother. So how can we see that we are eternal beings who created the universe?
I just told you that the first thing that has to fall, I keep answering the same thing. The first thing that has to go is money in order for you to see God. That is the simplest answer I can give you.
Why is God hiding from us? This game of hide
You
and
are
seek.
God. You are hiding from yourself behind money.
What about people that live in the jungles, like those
They are God as well. That's why
those
they chose
tribes?
not to use money.
They don't
We
use
don't
money.
mess
Do they
with
see God? Do they see God in Africa? Though there are some tribes that live in like in jungle or somewhere. Do they see God?
What you mean they see God? They are God.
I'm showing on the screen right now some of the buildings that we're talking about, the video that out of Babylon sent me.
Before the power tool. This fake man created 35 plus of them. How? Look at that building. How?
I mean, I
They
can believe
query
in a
stone
story,
building.
but they
How?
build it in 1 year. I don't believe in that. They
I
need a
know.
lot of years to build this.
There you go. So instead of questioning the Bible, let's question its history. Again, I want to deal with reality of today, not
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah,
Yesterday, today. Why are
but
we in
you
this situation today?
but you understand that God has nothing to do with reality, right?
We
Like
are
it's not
God.
that you talk about God
We
or
are God. You're
anything
not
you can.
listening. You keep looking for something you don't even believe in outside of yourself. Look in the mirror. You are God.
Yeah,
Ask
but I don't
yourself,
have.
God, why
We
don't we
don't.
know this right here?
I
How
look
did
like
this?
one tire god.
I mean, I don't know, man. Where are our powers? Where is
There are
your
many
power?
gods. We know this. Everybody is a God.
And animals too.
Yes. They are. They have consciousness, don't they? Do you own a pet? Does anybody have a dog or a cat? You tell me. Does your cat love you or your dog?
I'm team archaeology.
History is a lie. And right now, our children are going to school learning the same BS. It's a lie.
But if everything is lie, how can we trust you, brother?
I told you the first thing has to go is money. I'm not, listen. You are saved in my eyes. You don't have to trust me. I'm trying to give you the best information I know today. If I come to you tomorrow with some new stuff that can correct me, I definitely will. But today, this is what I have for you, because I love you and I know you will be saved, because just like me, no matter what, you cannot deny your own life. Even in death, you see yourself in it.
I mean, that is the natural thing, man. Everything that lives
That's not
must die.
natural. Dead people know nothing. That's what the book says. But when you imagine your death, you are the one presiding over. Who was that?
Why is that not natural?
Because you are God. You can't die. The consciousness cannot die. The perception cannot die. There will always be the I am. There will always be that two-eye vision of looking out into the world of awareness. You will always have that.
Only thing I know that cannot die is energy, only change form. But
There you go. I love that statement. That is how I learned. The first thing that stuck to me in class was energy is neither created nor destroyed. It only changes forms. How can you not believe in reincarnation? Well, that is almost a literal definition.
So what do you think happens when people die?
You change form. I just said it. That is almost a literal definition. It can only change form. If I was to die, I might come back as a female. I don't know.
There is one strange thing I believe. Like, I mean, I don't like to believe in things. The only thing I like is to know. Believing is just like, I believe this, you believe that.
I agree. To believe means to lie.
Yeah,
I can agree with all these statements. I want to know just like you. But all I can do is put the information I have today.
I just think that when you die, if you're scared a lot, it's not a good thing. If you're traumatized before that, like having so much bad things in your mind before you die, I don't think that's good.
Professor Hazel, you have been listening to this information. I find it bizarre too. You know.
It told you Elijah is coming back, and then you're gonna tell me reincarnation isn't in the Bible. I mean, do y'all read?
Out of Babylon, have you ever read or heard of a book named You Are God?
I've never heard of a book called You Are God. No.
Yeah, I read that book from beginning to end, and some of the stuff that it says is what you're saying.
I mean,
but
the Bible
if it is, it's the truth. I'm not the only person that says this. This doesn't come from my mouth only.
But that is the Buddhist belief, brother, in reincarnation. Like the Bible says, after you die, you go in hell or heaven forever. They are not
Listen,
saying.
I would say again, and somebody told me, I think the person, I don't know, because I don't want to misquote nobody, but one of the guests you had on that topic that it didn't say this, and I will rebut that now since I'm on here, and say again so that these people can hear me now. Every holy book that is ever written that we know of in the world today concludes in loving your neighbor as yourself. It might not say in those words verbatim, but the statement is that treat everybody how you want to be treated. If I drive past my mother and she is homeless, I wouldn't think for a second. But I drive past strangers who are homeless every day and they are left there. That must change. And I understand that within myself. I'm just being honest.
I think, brother, you're mixing the Christianity with Buddhism and some other religion.
I'm not mixing nothing with Buddhism. I'm telling you what I learned out the Bible. I've never read a Buddhist book. So how can I mix something I don't know?
Well, but a Christian book, Bible says after that you go to hell or heaven, and you're saying
Where
you
does it say that?
reincarnate.
Where does it say that? Show me the verse.
I mean, are we joking right now?
Don't say it. Show me the verse. Put a foot in my mouth. Again, these people come to me talking about they know this Bible and they talk that junk and they don't know nothing. Show it to me.
You ever heard
it
for
says
a
that
hell,
after death
hell
you will
heaven?
be judged. It says that after death you will be judged.
After you ever heard for hell and heaven, brother?
No, hell and heaven are states of mind. It says after death you will be judged. And it states in the Bible that you are corrected with judgment. Do not judge, do not be wrathful with me. Correct me with judgment. And this is what we're being corrected with judgment right now.
Where does it say in Bible you get reincarnated?
I mean, again, does it say Elijah coming back? Yes or no?
What?
Does the Bible say that Elijah must return before the great day of the terrible Lord?
Liar?
Elijah.
Elijah.
I don't understand.
You don't remember the verse where it says Elijah must return before the great day of the Lord?
That means reincarnation, right?
You can take it for what it wants to, but he says you're going to return.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anywhere in the Bible for reincarnation. I mean, there are some Christians in
And
this
Jesus
panel.
said that for those who sinned, there are those who are going to be beaten with many stripes, and there are those who are going to be beaten with few stripes. What does that mean to you?
That they're gonna
Because
reincarnate.
the way I see it, for those who get reincarnation many times to go through this life of suffering, those are many stripes.
I
And
mean,
those who figure it out in time,
just give us
a few stripes.
just give us the verse where it says in the Bible you're gonna get reincarnated. And we
It
will
says reincarnation. The verses in parables. You have to figure it out.
I mean, do you know
Even
how
Jesus
many
said he's
people?
going to return, correct?
Yeah, but
If,
that would mean that he's here already.
if you allow me for a
Yeah, he's here.
second, TXDAP, welcome to the live stream, and also Hersey 98. TXDAP says that reincarnation isn't biblical, but TXDAP, I'm showing on the screen right now. If you can look it up if you want, if you're not scared of. There are a bunch of documentaries of kids that clearly remember a past life, even by names, places. Some girl was telling their parents that they were not their parents, someone else were, and that little kid supposedly took their parents to where her previous parents used to live, and she was right. And kids mentioning names and stuff like that. So I have done a little research about this. You can look it up. And hold on, out of Babylon. So this is an interesting topic, talking about reincarnation and all the documentaries that have been done about reincarnation.
I watched the show on the TV about that. Like, I saw the girl taking her parents to the old abandoned house, and
yes.
she was saying a lot of things about that. But I'm just saying that reincarnation isn't from Bible. There is not a mention.
It is. It is holy. It is symbolic. It is in parables.
I mean, a lot of people read the Bible.
Y'all don't understand what 6 days, 7 days, all this stuff. You don't understand it. You think it's literal. You think 24 hours make a day, and I say that's determined by your clock. But in your Bible, in the very same Bible you say you read, Jesus said, as long as he is walking, it is the day. So that means you do not understand what you're reading.
I'm sorry, TP Seeker, that's not reincarnation, that's called abuse. What are you referring to, if you don't mind my asking? Yeah, this one I saw that I'm showing on the screen right now. This is the kid, if I'm not mistaken, the kid that died in a previous life in a war airplane. I don't think this one. There's another one. And the kid was given names and places and names of the ship and the shape of the airplane, give a lot of details.
This is the truth. This is what they really farm, us. We are eternal. Government means mind control.
Interesting, man.
Interesting, but funny in other way.
I mean,
out of Babylon,
don't see it.
Out of Babylon sounds extremely convinced about this information.
Yeah,
I'm confident.
But
I can't go back,
don't you see that people read Bible?
They're headed. I understand that we all going to the same place. No man can ever fool me again.
Yeah, but you said reading context. A lot of people read Bible and came to different conclusions.
Yeah,
like
because they not the same thing.
You say Jesus didn't exist, but other people pray to Jesus like a literal God, and there are so many different.
What does it tell you when he separated the sheep from the goats? Both
I mean,
sides. Both
I mean, the
sides didn't see him. Both sides asked him, when did we ever see you? And he told both sides, and as much as you have done to the least of these, my brethren, you had done to me. So that means that the whole story was a parable about what you do for other people. You keep looking for a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes, you're going to be waiting till you die.
but what are we looking for? Ourselves
You
as
looking
God.
for yourself. All you got to do to stomp out this evil is good. Help one another.
So
It
what
should
what
be, I tell you this, you should feel that it's wrong for people to be on the street simply because they don't have money. And money is a man-made invention. That means we can unmake it.
so what do you think people are so convinced that there's an external God? Man, I'm fighting with my microphone. What do
Because
you
you
think?
said it. You said plenty of times, Clearwater's people only do what they talk and they feeling. It's like a tribal mentality. It's like same thing, Major League Baseball. My God is better than your God. Somebody once told me that if you ain't Christian, you ain't got no hope. That's a gang mentality. Christians should not have that type of talk.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like a lot of Christians would say, if you don't agree with me, you go to hell, and I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, that's I hear that from the GDs and the BDs.
To her say 98, the comment, watch 90 minutes in heaven. Her say 98, I have watched videos of people's supposed testimonies or information about being in heaven and hell. I don't know many, I don't know how many, but quite a few. And probably 99.9 of those stories that I've heard from people supposedly giving testimonies is BS. Like
Yeah,
people talking about being in heaven and seeing streets made of gold and houses and castles made of crystal, and you know.
Isn't it funny that every experience they get from those I don't know, imaginations to be in hell or in heaven is just like on the movies. Like everywhere is honey and milk and gold, and God is good and angels are flying around. It's just what they saw in the movies, man.
Heaven and hell is a state of mind. Your Bible said that his fire will kindle to the lowest hell. Whatever hell is, it goes to the lowest hell. And it also states in the Bible that he heard me from the lowest hell and has saved me and redeemed me. Again, you cannot deny yourself. Even from your lowest, you will rise.
I asked her, say 98, how many videos have you seen about reincarnation? Because instead of giving stories about heaven being covered in gold and diamonds and this crap, you have kids giving names, places, situations that they have never been to, like a kid that explained to their parents how he died in an airplane crash while piloting a war plane, giving the name of the places and stuff like that. Go watch the video and go watch the BS. Probably you're just not, maybe you're lazy. You don't want to go find this information because it maybe does not align with your belief. But the less information you have, the more ignorant you can be. So I myself, I like to research these stories about reincarnation and also people talking about being in heaven. For example, also Manny Pacquiao, the famous boxer, telling people that God showed him heaven and hell. And when he was asked, what did God show you about hell? He said that he saw people going, rawr, 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 nothing interesting. And of course, he didn't explain anything about what God showed him in regards to heaven. So probably he was making up the whole story, just like everybody else.
I've seen the video before.
Reincarnation is just a part of Buddhistic and Hindu culture. I mean, for a few years I was studying those things, and they're saying that when you die, in what state is your mind? Like, if you are traumatized of that, or you die very young when your energies are very high, you need a lot of time to be reborn again. And if you die like peacefully, or if you die of old age, very soon you can find a new body to reincarnate. But the thing with that is just the same as with any other religions. It's just hot air talking anything you want with zero evidence.
But it sounds like recycled spirits.
Yeah, sounds like a torture. Like you cannot escape from this planet. Whenever you die, you just come back and you suffer again, not knowing what happened and what is going on. It
Yeah,
doesn't sound
that's
good.
that's called many stripes. I
Man,
agree.
in the case of the kid that in his past life supposedly died in an airplane crash, the whole thing started because as a kid he started to have nightmares and started screaming and stuff like that. So apparently he was very, very in fear or not resolved emotionally to what happened to him in another life. That's a documentary. We're not talking about a movie.
I mean, there are a lot of mysteries in the world, right? Like
Yep.
my sister, before there was phones, cell phones or stuff like that, dad was in the war, and the rocket exploded near him, and that in that exact moment, sister has a breakdown. She was screaming, and the entire neighborhood heard it. Like she was making a hell of situation. Like my father died. And when he came home, he told us that in that same moment the rocket exploded near him, and she knew a lot of things that are going to happen before it happened. So there are a lot of mysteries in this world, but it doesn't prove me that God is real or that we are God. Or
There's a lot of mysteries.
yeah, I mean, how could she know that he is in danger if she didn't have a mobile phone or something like that? It's 100% not just some hot air. She just came out with that idea, right, at the same moment. So we are connected in some way.
I actually made a live stream. I specifically call it My Aunt Something. You can look it up in my library of YouTube. Mm-hmm. And in that live stream, I explained how my aunt was visited by people from other countries because people were saying that she had some power. And of course, I thought the whole thing was BS until the day that I visit my aunt, just visiting, not for anything else. And she invited me to her little praying room. And I told her, yes, of course, sure, I go. And in that video, I explained how she was telling me something about a black bird and some Indian guy with a tie and stuff like this. I'm like, man, I don't know anybody with a Indian with a black tie. I don't know any black bird. I don't know what you're talking about. So we ended the session until years later, while I was in the bathroom, I started connecting the dot that in my company, my logo was a black bird. And the lawyer that created my company is an Indian guy with a ridiculous tie. I showed this to my mom. She was like, wow, yes, absolutely accurate.
I mean, I can tell you some, like, this is like a weird story that we had in the family. Like when sister was little, she would see some people in the house, and she would describe them like very specifically. And after that, like mom could go in her room and open the locker, and there would be the pictures of our ancestors, like, I don't know, grandfather and his wife, grandfather, and that would be basically the same persons that she describes. And it happens a lot of times, and I didn't believe it, of course, but after some times we started seeing that the things she's saying had a sense, like something was happening but I don't know what it is, and I would be lying if I would say I know, I don't know what happened. But I mean, I don't know. It doesn't prove God at all. Even
Mm,
story with your aunt.
I
She could
think
knew some things, and something she could get some information or see some things that we cannot see. I don't deny that, but it doesn't prove God at all.
you know the sad part is that we have a lot of questions, we have a lot of mysteries, and people are trying to shut down any conversation and trying to explain it with some invisible entity from Israel. That's
I mean,
sad.
that's the real problem. That's the real problem. Like, what out of Babylon says, earthquakes, we made it. Like those ghosts, somebody else made it. Like this happened, it's God. Like if we came to conclusion, we
I
are
tell you
dead.
what, Clearwater,
We cannot,
I'm gonna do you this favor.
investigate. We cannot investigate. We cannot
I'm gonna do you
make
this favor,
experiments.
Clearwater.
We can't
Pay
do
me this
anything
favor now.
if we make a conclusion. When you make a
You
conclusion, thing is dead. You cannot explore it. You cannot do anything about it. Like
I tell you what, Clearwater.
black cat is a bad luck. Whenever you see a black cat is a bad luck, and you don't know anything else about it. Like when you came to a conclusion, the matter is dead. You can't learn anything new. You can't explore. If God is behind everything, then entire science can just shut down, and we don't need anything. The answer to everything is God, God, God. I
Tell you
don't think.
what, Clearwater. Tomorrow morning, or rather tonight when this is over, I'm gonna send you another video by the same people, and he talks about the volcanoes, and he's gonna have the same information he was presented with the buildings. He's gonna do it with the volcanoes, and you just tell me what you think the next time.
All right.
I don't have to argue with it. I just present the information. I'm not scared to see it. The problem I have with people is they tell me they point. I come from where you come from. I'm just saying, look at my information and entertain the thought and view it for yourself. It's like, nah, that's childish. Nah, that's trash. Nah, that's rubbish. That's all I hear. You
Mm.
won't even
No,
watch the
no,
video.
I'm
Nobody
telling you,
even watch the
telling
video.
you a different thing, brother. I'm telling you a different thing. If you say I don't know, there is a room, place to discover everything. Like I don't know, then we can make experiments, we can research and everything. If you say I know, then the matter is closed. The case is closed. You know, and there is no need for anything. That's what I'm saying.
I think, and just guys, we're only 5 minutes away from shutting down the live stream. It's been incredibly 3 hours. They went extremely fast with this interesting conversation. We totally deviated from the topic, but I don't mind at all because the subject also was interesting. So no problem. What Gudra is saying right now, for any believers on the live stream listening, I think that is absolutely very important, because not shutting down conversation, I think, is good for humanity. The moment you label everything that you don't understand with some God, some invisible entity, I mean, you're in my point of view, you're making a huge mistake, because that doesn't invite conversation. It's just seal the conversation with something that you probably believe or made up and is totally incorrect. And of course, you have no way of proving it. So you could be absolutely wrong. I think it's better to engage in conversations, in investigation, in exploring, and in discovering, and not follow for other people's doctrines. Do you want to say something before we go 1 minute out of Babylon?
Nothing much to say. I mean, again, I don't, like I say, I'm confident in the fact that I know I'm trying to know myself better. I would say that because I know who we are. This is my belief, and yes, it will be manifested. I just have to be patient because this is the only truth I see. I don't see no God. I don't see nothing outside of what we're doing to each other, good or bad. Bad people has been in my life, and good people has been in my life, just like everybody else.
All right. Thank you, out of Babylon, for for keeping us with us and answering our questions. That was a great conversation. And Gudra, do you want to say something in less than 1 minute?
Yeah, like I just wanted to say to Babylon, I don't believe in manifestations. Like if you think about money, money won't come, because things that are pulling each other are completely different things, like man and a female, not a man and a man. Like magnets, plus and the minus, it's pulling each other, not plus and the plus. So laws of manifestation are completely wrong. It's just made up.
All right. All right. Thank you, Gudra, and thank you, Ado Babylon. Thank you for being on the Discord and having this conversation. We're out of here, everybody. It's been 3 hours. Some of you are going to bed right now, or maybe waking up in some other part of the world. Thank you, Hers.
5 o'clock in my country, man. It's 5 o'clock in my country.
5 o'clock, what, in the afternoon or in the morning?
Morning.
Wow. So you're on the other side of the world. Right now it's 10 o'clock at night here in Panama, Central America.
Yeah. Europe,
Thank you.
Europe.
All right. Thank you, Gudra. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, Skeptic Philosophy, Robert, man, you just joined. Thank you for being here anyways. Thank you, Hersey98, TP Seeker, TX Dab, out of Babylon, Gudra.
Just think about what you said before I go, though, Clearwater. It's 10 o'clock where we're at, and it's 5 o'clock in the morning where he's at. And you don't believe time is man-made.
Send me that video, out of Babylon. My mind is open. I like to learn, and I like to analyze, and I like to research. So send me that video, okay?
You will enjoy it as well.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a great night and a great day tomorrow.
All right. Goodbye.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.